Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share with you a fun January challenge. I've done different kinds of challenges before on my blog, and they've always been really successful. And I've been thinking that it would be really fun to do it on the YouTube channel this year. So each month I will have a challenge for you with something fun and simple to not overwhelm you, but to just keep your creative juices going. And I think it'll be really fun. We're going to start out with a scrap challenge, and I'm going to challenge you to use leftovers from a project you've already made and make something new with those leftovers. So the size of your project will, of course, depend on how many leftovers you have. So you might be able to make something just very small, like a little pot holder or placemat, couple placemats, or you might have enough leftovers that you can make a larger project. I have had these leftovers that I'm going to use this month for the challenge in my closet for I think a couple of years now. I have loved these fabrics. I loved the original project and I had lots of leftovers, and I saved them and decided this is the year. I'm going to do something with those leftovers. My original project was this cute little table topper that was originally published in Quilts and More magazine. And the fabric collection is called Snowman Gatherings by Lisa Bongine of Primitive Gatherings. I had so much fun with this runner, and I usually get it out and use it in my home right after Christmas while it's still cold and wintry. And I just love this mix of blues. I actually, it's kind of reversible too. I love the snowman print on the back. So I have a little box of scraps left over for this. We'll zoom down and I'll kind of show you what I have to work with and talk a little bit more about the challenge. Okay, so I showed you my project, and as I mentioned, I have a lot of scraps left over from this project. Some of them are small. You know, I made a lot of half square triangles and cut a lot of squares that were pretty small. So I have some smaller strips left over. And then I also have, I think I cut out 2.5-inch square or 3-inch squares. So I also have some of the bigger pieces left over. And I must have had a fat eighth bundle when I started, because these pieces are not fat quarters, but they're pretty big. So I feel like I think I'm going to challenge myself to make a lap size quilt. I think I can do that. I might have to combine some cream colored background to have enough, because I don't have a ton. Remember, I showed you the backing. I don't have a ton of that left, but I feel like I do have a good amount of my binding fabric left. Maybe not enough to bind a lap size quilt. I'll have to see. I could maybe do a scrappy binding with a lot of these darks and combine it with this. So then I would be able to bind a lap size quilt if I made a scrappy binding. And then there were some fat eighths that I didn't even use. So I've got lots of lights that I can still use. And I don't know that I'll probably use these too. But I think I'm still gonna kind of leave this out of it. It just is a darker tone, and I really like how my original project turned out without these. So I think I'm still gonna leave these out of my project. I think I've got plenty to work with right here. Here's a fat eighth that I didn't cut into as well. And yeah, they were fat eighths. So this is what I have to work with. I will be sharing my project with you in February for our February challenge. And it will be really fun then to kind of hear about what all of you might have done for your January challenge. And I'll give you more information in the February challenge video on how we're going to go about sharing what we've all done. But this is what I have to work with. You'll have to come back in February to see what I made and to find out about the new February challenge. Okay, I hope you're all in to do a YouTube challenge with me each month for 2021. I'm super excited kicking it off with finally using one of my favorite boxes of scraps in the closet. So join in, and you can leave any questions you might have in the comments below. I hope you'll join in. We're going to have a wide variety of challenges. Some are going to be more specific than others. This one's pretty open. You can pretty much do what you want as long as you're using leftovers from another project. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, and thanks so much for stopping by.